All right, guys, we're gonna get wild today. We're just gonna go ahead and do a pop art girl. I'm kind of practicing for something else I want to do, but I need Ben for that, and he has been in Australia and he gets home tomorrow. Woohoo! So it's kind of like a practice run, but it's still gonna be really, really fun. So I'm already gonna start and do something totally different because this is a costume. So I need foundation on my eyebrows. We're still gonna fill them in, but they're gonna be black. I know, scary. But get ready, let's start transforming. I'm just gonna grab this Smith & Colt Veiled Threat Weightless Micro Blurring Foundation. I'm in the shade 180 Cool. I'm just gonna put this on the back of my hand, grab a blender, and then I'm just gonna go around my eyebrows. That way we have no separation whatsoever. Now I'm just gonna grab a spoolie and brush my brows up. Nothing on the spoolie. Let's make sure they're brushed up. And then I'm gonna grab just some translucent powder. I have some on this and set the brows. So now we're gonna map out our brows. Usually with pop art girls, they have a lot of expression. I'm using this Makeup Forever Artist Color pencil. As you can see, I kind of have this one done over here. So we'll bring it up, curve it, and then we'll just fill it like this till it looks like this one. Perfect brows. Would y'all love me if they look like this every day? Y'all wouldn't. Don't try and act like y'all would. I know. So now I just want an eye base that's very close to my skin tone, because in the picture I'm going off of, she really doesn't have on eye makeup. We might just define this just a little bit with just some neutral colors just to give a nice defined eye socket. But really the focus is going to be the crying that we're going to have going on here and all of the dots. So for right now, let's just do a nice neutral base. So we're going to be using this a lot this week. Get ready. You can actually use my code ROSE for a discount on this bad boy right now. This is the Viseart Grande Pro 3, and it's gorgeous. Not only does it have all of the rainbow shades we need, but it even has some of the neutrals. This is exactly the shade I wanted to use right now to just kind of define the eye socket. So make sure you use my code ROSE for a discount, and you can get it from Muse Beauty. These brows just crack me up. I swear it's gonna come together. I swear I will not leave y'all hanging like this. I'm gonna take this shade from the palette right here, and I'm kind of just defining my crease. And this is a MAC 242S. And since I have your attention with these brows, I'm gonna leave these on so y'all listen to what I'm saying. Don't forget, Ben and I have a show October 17th. Swipe up to see more about it and to get your tickets. Swipe up, come watch us. So we're gonna do a really, really, really soft cut crease. I'm just gonna carve out a lid, kind of clean it up. We're gonna give it like a pin-up vibe, just a little bit. Now I'm just gonna grab some white eyeshadow, and we're just gonna tap this right on top of the base. Real simple. It's my favorite brush to do this. All right, let's do a wing. I'm gonna use my new favorite eyeliner, the Physicians Formula one. Obsessed. I'm gonna try and do like a more 50s style wing. So it's a little fatter on the outer part. And then we'll just fill it in. Okay, we got our lashes drying. Let's grab our Stay Matte Primer, because we really need a nice matte base because we're about to do stage makeup in a sense. So we're gonna do a couple layers. So we're just gonna put on our Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. All right, so let's just pop this on with our Smith 151, get a really nice even base. We're still gonna do our foundation and concealer pretty similar. And I'm using that Veiled Threat from Smith & Colt again. Now we're just gonna go over everything with an LC blender, code ROSE for a discount on all of your LC goodness, and even this sponge. So this is the shade number 19. And we're just gonna go, you know, the usual spots. All right, let's work it in. So this isn't gonna look like we have anything going until I start. We're gonna set all of this, and then it's gonna start to look like a costume. Right now it just looks like I have no idea what I'm doing, but who said I did? I'm just gonna grab my Too Faced Peach Perfect, and I'm just going to work this underneath the eye. We don't really need to bake But we do need to make sure all of this is nice and set. And I'm even going to use a powder bronzer today. That way I can ensure that it's set. And while I have you here, where's my tweezers? Let's throw on these lashes. These are see-through lashes from Velour Lashes. These are like exactly what my picture is. They're very flared on the outer part. Code Rose Velour for a discount. I'm going to grab my 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬 translucent powder and a big old Smith 139, swirl it all together. And we're just going to go ahead and set everything and make sure it's nice and set. Just work it in. Notice I'm not swirling or bringing it back and forth. Whenever you really want things to set, it's all about tapping. It's just really going to work the product in, and your makeup's going to last so much longer. I'm going to grab this 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬𝗓 Sculpt and Glow. This is in the shade Light. And this is an 𝗕𝗓𝗏 X52 brush. And I'm just going to lightly contour. I'm not even going to bronze today. We're just going to contour. We want some really defined cheekbones, and then right through here, and then of course underneath here. Now we're getting to the fun costume part. I'm going to draw just some, I'm going to sketch out some tears. So like that. And then this is a artist color pencil from Makeup Forever. Please sketch this out into a mirror and not your phone. Now we're just going to fill this in, and we're almost to the fun part where we actually see this all coming together. So just fill it all the way in. Back into the Viseart palette. I'm telling you, this palette is everything. I'm going to do some light shading. I grabbed a Sigma F68, and we're just going to ever so lightly just do a little touch of shading, just to kind of give it just a touch of dimension. We still got to add dots all over the face, including the tears, but I just want to add just some depth. All right, so we have our shading. It's just a little bit of shading. It's nothing too dramatic. And then once we're done, we're going to pop a little white there so it looks wet. But in the meantime, we are going to mix up a skin colored shade. So I'm going to take just a touch of this brown. This is a Makeup Forever Flash Palette. And while this is extremely pricey, I've had this one forever and it's been amazing. So we're going to grab a little bit of the yellow. So yellow, brown, and then a little bit of white. And then I'm also going to mix in my actual color of foundation. Here's our colors, and then just a pump and a half of the foundation, and then I'll just mix it up. Normally I have a tray, but I don't know where it went. So we want this just to be a hair darker than our foundation here. And if you're wondering why I used this instead of just getting a darker foundation, this is just going to go on better like face paint and actually stay, and it's just going to do what you want it to do while foundation kind of seeps and sinks into the skin. Okay, for now we look like we have chicken pox, but once I get these all over my face, it's going to be great. I went ahead and added just a little bit of that color as well, just to give us a more peachy tone. And I'm just taking the back of a brush, since it's rounded, and we're just going to pop this all over, except for on the blue. And then we need to refill it and do this until it looks uniform, and then if you mess up, you can honestly just scrape it right off like that. So easy. Y'all getting the vibe now? Are we getting the vibe? Still no? Okay, bye. If you notice, I actually went lighter in my foundation so it would really, really, really pop. So this look is not to be mimicked if we're actually going out. Don't do it this way. All right, now I'm gonna grab a little bit of this shade and then a little bit of the white. Just a little bit, and I'm going to mix these two together with this brush, and then we're going to create little dots in the blue. Okay, so now let's just take this in and just do some dots. That's so cute. Edge of your seats. I'm going to throw on some Precious Lashes from House of Lashes. House of Lashes glue as well. I have to look over here. All right, I grabbed my Powder Room D wig. I'm just gonna clip it back for just a second. Oh, it's kind of cute with these clips, so we might find these a way to incorporate these in just a second. Code Rose and Ben for a discount on the Powder Room D wigs. They're my favorite. Perfect lipstick. I grabbed Sephora lip cream, liquid lipstick. This is in the shade 03 Strawberry Kissed. Been a ride or die of mine for 100 years now. And it's just perfectly neon. So now I'm just going to grab a burgundy lipstick and we're just going to, I have it on the back of my hand, we're just going to do dots all over. Same thing we did on our face, except for I'd like to do this in my mirror. Alright, I'm done. This turned out really cute, actually. I did not expect this. I've kind of outdone myself. Let me go with some pictures of it.